Hello. So I just wanted to make this video quick to just kind of explain what I do as a network marketer and the things I do every day to be successful. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Liz. I'm a diamond leader with It Works. I started this business about a year and a half ago. When I joined, I was working full time as a transplant nurse. I didn't really like my job. I didn't really like my boss. I hated waking up early and clocking in and just kind of all the things that come with a regular job. I really wanted the extra income. I felt like every time I got paid, my bills were due, my student loans, I could never just catch up with them. So I was just looking for a couple extra $100 a month, which has been amazing. So I always talk about my why and I always think about my reasons for joining because we all started this for different reasons. And whatever that reason is, it's going to keep you motivated. I've never lost sight of why I joined because it's kept me going. It's kept pushing me forward to reach my goals. So that's why I want you to think about why you joined, so that it just keeps motivating you and keeps you driven. So when I first joined, I had never done anything like this before. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, but I really saw the potential that this business had. So I knew I wanted to do something. So I was posting all the time. I was reaching out to people like crazy. And I think people kind of saw my passion and excitement and the fact that I was doing something at all. And they, really caught on to that, which was great. So even if you don't know what you're doing, it's okay. Just do something. Don't do nothing. So the way that we earn a paycheck, we get customers and other distributors to build our team. And then after that, we do make bonuses when we help that team be successful and when we promote as well. And the way you promote is to get teammates and customers. So it's a cycle. And so the way that I get those customers and distributors, I do 4 steps, and I do it all on my social media. I do about 90% on Instagram and maybe like 10% on Facebook. That's just my personal preference. I know that there are some people in this company that they throw parties, they sell products on the side for a cash profit. I personally just like social media, so that's really what I'm going to focus on in this video. So right off the bat, so we do 4 things, okay? So we post, we follow new people, we message people, and we follow up with those people that we talk with. So posting is first. So right off the bat, straight up, if you're not posting, your business is closed. No one's going to reach out to you. They're not going to know what you're talking about when you reach out to them. It's very simple to post. I have a lot of sample posts that I can send you or that I can help you with or reach out to. It's very simple. I post once a day on my main wall, and I post about 5 to 10 times a day on my story. Stories have just gotten really big. The reason I post so frequently on my story is because, say you post in the morning, not everyone is going to see that story. If you post again a couple hours later in the afternoon, it's going to bump you to the top of everyone's story feed, so that someone that didn't catch your morning story post, they can see your entire story in the afternoon when you post that again, if that makes sense. When I first joined, we posted like 3 to 4 times a day just to be seen, but Instagram has changed their rules and their algorithms, which has been amazing. So we don't have to post as much to be seen. So that's why I only post once a day. I try to post more life posts on my wall. So that's more posts about the business, about my goals with the company, what the business has done for me. I know for the most part, you're new, so it hasn't done anything for you yet, but speak it into existence. Talk about your goals, talk about your excitement, what you're gonna buy with your first paycheck. If your goal is to make $500 a month, is your goal to make $2,000 a month? Just talk about it and people will catch on, people will be curious. So with life posts, I try to make my page kind of look like a blog. I don't want to be spammy. So pretty much that just means, for example, if I post about hair, skin, and nails, I'm not going to post a bottle of the hair, skin, and nails and just say buy hair, skin, and nails. I'm going to post a picture of a girl with really long, pretty hair, and then in the caption, I'm going to talk about how amazing the hair, skin, and nail vitamins are. I don't have anything about It Works in my bio or in my profile picture. I don't want someone to just look at my page and within 3 seconds know that I'm with It Works, and for them to just immediately unfollow me because they think I'm going to spam them or whatever. So I just try to keep my page really cute so people can continue to follow me. So like I was saying, so for my wall, I do a lot of life posts, and then on my story, I do more posts about the products typically. For whatever reason, people don't mind seeing like results pictures on their story feed, so I've had a lot of luck with that. I do polls. People, will easily just click a button on a poll rather than actually like swipe up to talk to you. So that's just what I've had luck with. And I talk about the F's. The F's are what I usually post about. Friends, family, food, freedom, fun, things like that people all want to see and they can relate to. The apps that I use to make my stories, if you can see that, Mojo, Unfold, and Over, all in the bottom row, and then StoryArt on the second row. I use those to make my stories. I'm very proud to say that I make my own stories. You don't just want to screenshot someone else's because people are going to see them. They're going to know you're not authentic, you're not original, and you can actually risk getting blocked by doing that. So that's that. So the next thing that we do, we follow new people. It's probably the simplest task that we do. I timed myself the other day. It took me 60 seconds to follow 50 new people on Instagram. So just keep that in mind. It's really not difficult. But there is a right way to follow people. You want to follow people, first of all, that are over 18 because they have to be a distributor. They have to be over 18 to be a distributor. And they have to be over 18 or have a parent's permission to be a customer. So keep that in mind. You also don't want to follow people that do, like a similar business because they're likely not going to buy from you. Like, so if I see anyone that says Herbalife or Beachbody or any other kind of company, I don't follow them. And you also don't want to follow like fake people or people that are like clothing boutiques and people that are, people that sell stuff from home on their Instagram or like other bloggers. They're likely not going to follow you. So, I follow, people so that follow my followers so that we have a mutual friend. I don't usually use the suggestions, that little tool. So what I'll do is I'll show you. I'll go into my Instagram and I'll pick a girl that follows me. And then I go to her page and I go to her first post and I click on the people that liked that post because you know that those people are likely to be active on Instagram. So it looks like that, the people that liked, and I just go down the line. And I just follow all the women on there. I know some people follow men, but I've just had better luck with females. So I just go down the line. If it says requested when you click it, it means that their page is private. If it says follow when you click on, after you click on it, it means that their page is public. I usually only follow people that are private because they're more likely to follow you back because they have to manually go in and accept you, and then they're likely to hit follow back. So I keep my page private. People who are public, and if you follow them, they don't even really get a notification that they have a new follower. So that's just what I've had good luck with. So I want everyone to keep in mind when I first started on my Instagram, I had 300 followers. I now have close to about 5,000, so it has taken time. It has taken some patience. My business boomed when I was at about between 1,000 and 2,000 followers, so it really is worth it. About 99% of my success has been with strangers. So I either follow that way, like how I explained, or I go to like colleges. I look at college pages. I look up sororities, and I go to that first page. I do the same thing. I click on who liked it, and I follow all the females on there. Another little tip is to keep your ratio even. So, for example, you don't want to be following 5,000 people and only 1,000 are following you back. It just doesn't really look good. So I do have an app. Is right there. It's called Followers. You can see if anybody unfollows you and anyone that doesn't follow you back. So you can, after a little bit of time, you can go through and just, unfollow anyone that doesn't follow you back. Don't get discouraged if people do unfollow you. The way I see it is that if we're not doing our job right, then people aren't unfollowing us. So it just kind of comes with the territory. That's why I'm consistent with following new people every single day. So the next thing we do, just take a sip of water first. So the next thing we do is probably the most important thing to keep your business, moving in a faster direction forward. We message. So I'm sure if you're under me when you first started, so I had you make your dirt list, or the list of like family and friends who are likely to buy from you. Obviously, you're not going to reach the top of this company only, getting sales from your family and your friends. And that's why I love social media, because it's an unlimited market of people. Again, like I said, 99% of my success has been with strangers. So just keep that in mind. So the reason I feel like part of our job is to message people is that so many times when I do reach out to someone, they say, "Oh my God, thank you for reaching out. I was so nervous to, ask about this, but I saw your post," again, posting. "I saw your post and I was curious about this. Can I have more info?" So the way I do it, I just scroll down my followers list. I get to a certain point and I just message 10 girls from there. You can't do any more than 10 an hour. You do risk getting blocked. So I'll message 10 girls, and I'll set an alarm for an hour. And then when that alarm goes off, I'll go back to that place and I'll message 10 more. For my girls on my team, I do have a different script to give you to send out to people rather than from what we gave your friends and family. Sometimes when I do reach out to someone just right off the bat, they're like, "Oh, no, thank you," because they don't know what I'm talking about. So I do have I do have responses for every objection that someone can give you. So please continue to send me screenshots, and I'm happy to help you. And I also like to add in here that on Instagram, it's great with their direct message. You can see if someone read your message. It says seen under it. And if you said something and they read it, but they didn't respond, I will, I'll follow up with them and I'll say, "Hey, did I catch you at a bad time?" Or I'll unsend and resend the last message I said, because I think sometimes people just open it quick and read it and then forget to respond. And again, that's why I think I try to ask as soon as I can, "Is it okay if I text you with more info?" It's just easier for me than direct message. Most of the time, people will give you their number right away. Other times, people are weirded out by that, and we just continue the conversation in direct message, and that's fine. So I want to say the last thing that we do, we follow up with people that we talk to. So I read a statistic when I first started that 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact with someone, which is pretty wild. But I can almost guarantee you that when you signed up with me, I followed up with you at least once. I can guarantee you that you didn't answer me. Again, I don't take it personally, but it's normal. So it's our job to follow up. I think that being organized is very important. At the end of the day, I write down everyone's names that either their phone number that I got or their names on Instagram who I talked to that day. And then I follow up with them the next day if the conversation just fell off, which is perfectly normal. It happens all the time. So if I talk to someone on Monday, I'll follow up with them on Tuesday and just say, hey, we never got a chance to finish our conversation. Is this a good time to chat more? Again, if the conversation fell off or if they ignore me again, I'll follow up with them on Friday because Friday is follow-up Friday. So why Friday? Because most people get paid on Friday, and most people are excited and happy because it's the weekend and they're off from work, so they're just in a good mood, and it's just, I've had a lot of success with follow-up Friday. So I do feel like part of our job is to remind people how amazing this business is and how amazing these products are. So don't be afraid. I've texted someone like 5 times in a row, gotten no answer, and they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I've been so busy, blah, blah, whatever. It is our job to keep putting that in their ear. So in conclusion, I think that's about it. I like to always say, I don't think a lot of people know this, but we are the number 2 team in this company. Our ambassador, Diamond, she's only 24 years old and she's made over $1 million with this company. It's wild. She was just announced the number 2 income earner. So I say this because our team pages and our team chats, like, they're the best resources. We really have every resource and every tool for you to be successful. It really is just up to you to take it and run with it and work with it. If you don't do these tasks that I said, you're not going to be successful. It comes down to that. Your success is up to you. But if you think about it, like, I think about these tasks that I have to do on my days off compared to what I do at the hospital as a nurse taking care of people. And these tasks are so much easier than what I have to do as a nurse. So if you just think you have to do these tasks, just like how you have to do your tasks at your 9-to-5 job, you will be successful because you'll be more self-disciplined with it. This is not a get-rich-quick thing, but it will pay off. If you're consistent, if you're patient, if you're passionate and excited, just keep moving forward. I promise it will be worth it. I do also like to add, not to be a downer, but discouragement will happen in this business. You know, people have been mean to me. People have made fun of me. People have commented nasty things on my posts. I just kind of have this mindset, like, as corny as it is, but positive vibes only. I try to only be positive about my business. If you're negative about your business, then that's how it will be. If you think no one wants to buy from me, no one wants to join me, then nobody will join you and nobody will buy from you. But talk to me. I've been there. Look at how cute my dog is in the corner. I've been there. People have blocked me. People have sent me really nasty messages. So, I'm always here to help. I've been through it. I have a lot of tips for, growing your mindset. There's a quote I read that said, your paycheck will never exceed your mindset. And it's so true in sales in this business. I used to always say, I don't care what people think about me, but I do care what people think about me. I want people to think that I'm a crazy at works girl. I want them to think if a year from now they have a wedding to go to and they want to lose 10 pounds before it, they're going to think, oh, Liz was posting something about losing 10 pounds with the cleanse, in 48 hours the other day. Like, I wonder what that's about. Or like, Liz has been doing It Works for 2 years. Like, she's obviously doing something right. I don't want to be that girl that posts about this for a month and then quits. I think that's worse than, people are going to talk about you one way or another. I would rather them think of me like as a branded It Works girl. So just remember, your success is up to you in this company. The only way to fail is if you quit. So just keep pushing forward, stay motivated, stay consistent, stay excited, and let's make this money.